Hello everyone, welcome back to Shanika's Love Talk Show. I'm so happy to have you here. For those of you who are new, thank you so much for joining this channel. For those of you who have been here with me for a while, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for looking. So before I go ahead and say anything, I want you to go and hit the subscription button, like this video, share this video, and also leave a comment in the comment section as to what you would like me to speak about next. So for today's video, we will be talking about the effects of staying in a relationship where your spouse has cheated on you or betrayed you in any way, sort, or form. What usually happens in this relationship after this has been done.
Pretty little black skin girl.
So normally, almost everyone I know, when you're in a relationship, right, it's because you trust this person. You trust that this person is going to respect you. They're going to have you on a different level that they have other persons. You all are going to do things that only you both are going to do, and you expect that person to be faithful to you in a lot of ways. However, it doesn't always go this way, because unfortunately there are persons out there who lose interest, or they are just plain out disrespectful, and they go out and they cheat on their spouse, or they do things that may ruin the relationship, right? However, if you are the person who has been cheated on or has been disrespected in the relationship, this video is basically for you. Because normally what happens is, after you forgive that person, a lot of things changes in the relationship, believe it or not. Although you may still love the person, you may still feel like yes, you want to go ahead with the relationship, the trust that you had in that person has really decreased, because trust is something is very hard to gain. However, once you break trust, it's very hard to get back to where you used to be. And for most of us, when you trust someone and you tell them, you let them into your life, and they go and they do certain things like that, it can really rip you off. It can really change you emotionally, physically, you know. And what usually happens, you don't feel good enough, right? You usually would be questioning yourself each time you're with that person, wondering why they did these things, or if are they going to do it again, and what came about, you know. Because normally what happens, persons that go and disrespect the relationship, they don't like communicating with their partner. They don't like telling you what the problem is. So most of the time when you find out that they're doing something behind your back, you're really shocked, you know. And sometimes you're like, well, why didn't you come to me? How did this escalate to such a situation? And the thing about it is, before it even gets to that, normally you, as a person who has been offended or has been disrespected, you would normally see signs. There would always be signs that you need to look out for. However, a lot of the times, because we are in love, we fail to focus on our intuition. We fail to focus on what is actually going on in the relationship, and we trust something else, and hence the reason why we end up being hurt. However, you're in the situation where you decided to forgive that person. What do you suffer with? Trust issues, because you don't believe that this person will not do these things again. And sometimes based on the person's actions after they've disrespected you cannot trust them. And sometimes based on their actions again, you can trust them. And the thing that usually fools us is when they come and they say, I'm sorry, this was not meant to happen. Okay, you're sorry, right? I get that. However, you had a choice whether or not you wanted to go forth and go through with whatever it is you did, right? You knew you were developing feelings. You knew not to enter in this place. You knew not to write this specific word. Why is it that after you did all this damage and I had to find out about it, that's the reason why? Because I found out about it, that's the reason why you're telling me now. Why didn't you come to me and tell me, hey, I'm having these feelings, or this person is always in my way and I feel a type of way about this person, so we could have gotten through it together? No. Normally what happens, you end up finding out things that the person does behind your back, and that is where the trust issue comes from. You don't believe that this person truly cares for you the way that you care for them, or the way that they say they care for you, because they don't really communicate. They don't really communicate with you on that level. Like I stated earlier, you normally feel like you're not good enough. Because normally when you look at the person that your spouse has cheated on you with, or your spouse is seeking interest in, usually they don't look like you, or usually they're like the opposite of you, or they do things that you don't do, they wear things that you don't wear. So then here in your mind you're wondering, my gosh, is this person really in love with me? Am I what they really say they want, or am I really fulfilling anything that this person needs? Because normally, although some people just do things because they have no respect, self-respect, that has nothing to do with you. That has to do with that person that made the mistake. But you would always be wondering, hey, do I look good enough for that person today? Am I fantastic enough? Am I romantic enough? Is this person going to find me interesting today? What are the odds? And when you go out with the person, you will always be comparing yourself. You would just find yourself comparing yourself with other persons around, other people of the same sex with you. And if you find that your partner looks at a person a certain way, immediately it would come in your head, hey, does he like this person? Is he going to talk to that person behind my back? All these things will start coming in your mind, and you start second guessing yourself, and then sometimes you just find yourself ruining your whole day, all because your partner has made or done something that is not right, and you decided to take them back. Normally what should happen, you should really think through the relationship first before you decide to take back that person. Based on what the person did, it's not right to take them back, because first of all, there's no excuse for disrespecting a relationship. There's no excuse for disrespecting a relationship, because I can guarantee you the majority of the persons that we forgive, if they were in the same situation, they would not forgive us. And that's not only why I'm saying this. 99.9% of the time when you forgive someone who has betrayed you in a relationship, they end up repeating the same thing that they did to you and keep saying they're sorry again and again and again. Then you find yourself feeling like you're a fool. You find yourself wondering, what's going on with me? Why don't I have control of my relationship? Why isn't my spouse paying attention to me anymore? And all these things, you start feeling down and depressed and hurt, and you start crying and start getting heartache and headache. A good relationship does not make you feel less than you came in feeling in the relationship. It lifts you up in positive ways and motivate you to become a better person. And if you find yourself in this relationship and it is just taken away from you, you feel disrespected, you feel like you're not spending enough quality time with your partner, they're not doing enough things for you, all the things that you both spoke about that you would be doing for each other, your needs are not being met, then probably it's just time to quit the relationship or take a step back and focus on yourself and leave that relationship alone. So thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video, and leave a comment in the comment section. I will see you next time. Love you.
Pretty little black skin girl.